Tonight at 6, we have an update on a death investigation that's underway here in Marion County. Tonight, the coroner tells us they're trying to figure out whether or not the remains are that of a fetus or of a baby that died after birth.
Right now, they believe this was a girl found in a park on the east side of Indianapolis. This case tonight is putting Indiana's safe haven law back in focus. Our Ashton Hackman explains how advocates tonight are reacting.
Metro Police say a group of people found the remains in Brookside Park and reported it. The Marion County coroner hasn't confirmed if the remains are an unviable fetus or an infant. The remains were at least 30 weeks gestational. We're told there's no early signs of trauma that would have caused death.
Our detectives are going to continue to investigate. The cause and manner of death will come from the coroner's office, and that will help our detectives determine exactly what happened.
While police continue their investigation, they're now looking for the mother, who they say could be in extreme danger and need immediate medical assistance.
Our hearts go out to everybody that's been impacted by this, the first responders, the people that called the police, the mother who felt that she had no other option. I mean, this is definitely a heartbreaking incident.
Under Indiana's safe haven law, mothers can surrender their baby at a hospital or fire station 30 days after birth or 60 days in a safe haven baby box.
Right now, I think Indiana probably has the best safe haven law across the country.
Community East Hospital and a fire station are both just 2 miles from the park.
As much as we're out there and as much as we're doing, I thought we were doing enough, but clearly one has fallen through the cracks.
It's been nearly 11 years since the last time a baby was found abandoned and dead in Indiana. Linda Zanacco with He Knows Your Name Ministry was there.
I have claimed and buried and celebrated life at the grave for over 60 babies in the last 15 years.
Baby Amelia was buried in January 2015.
We were at Washington Park East Cemetery, and this is me walking her to the grave. It changed the landscape of abandonment in our state.
Metro Police and the coroner now working to confirm if this baby was abandoned too. Reporting in Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Linda Zanacco told us if police cannot find the family, her ministry will most likely step up and provide a funeral for that baby and give her a name.
Tonight, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is investigating an assault that occurred near an elementary school in Bloomington. All
of this happening while a woman was on a popular walking path. Deputies say she was on the Karst Farm Greenway Trail near Grandview Elementary School. She told police a man passed her several times before suddenly grabbing her and pulling her shirt over her head.
Deputies say she screamed, then the man ran off, and police are still looking for him tonight. We do have his description posted for you online at WTHR.com right now.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
Tonight, President Donald Trump says he plans to send National Guard troops to Chicago.
The president argues it's to fight crime and aid immigration enforcement, and it comes despite pushback from leaders in the Windy City.
Rich Nye is in Chicago right now and reports live. Rich?
Scott and Anne Marie, I'm standing in Grant Park in downtown Chicago tonight. Most people would consider this a very safe area of the city. We're close to the museums, not far from Soldier Field. In fact, there were 3 police officers no more than 30 yards away from us for most of the last hour. But President Donald Trump earlier today on social media called Chicago, quote, the worst and most dangerous city in the world by far. And about 2 hours ago, he said the troops are coming, but he did not specify when. Now, this comes after 8 people were killed and 58 more were injured in shootings in Chicago over Labor Day weekend. And I asked one mom who was walking her baby and her dog today what she would think of soldiers on the street corners of Chicago.
It will be feeling like uncomfortable. Yeah, because I've never seen a soldier on the street. But if I need to choose someone like on the with a hand like a gun, or you need to see the soldier, I don't have a choice. I need to choose a soldier because that random person can kill me. But soldier, they're gonna protect us. So.
Lilia Kim says she is 50-50 on the positives versus negatives of having troops in Chicago to increase security. President Trump says he would like to see the Illinois governor contact him and ask for help. But President Trump says tonight that those soldiers, the National Guard, is coming to Chicago regardless.
All right, Rich reporting live for us tonight. Thank you so much. And further along this debate, we asked our congressional leaders today to weigh in on using the National Guard to fight crime.
And today, Indiana Congressman Andre Carson told us he thinks that's a step too far.
I think what's happening right now is that we're seeing an introduction of or a teasing of a police state. I think this is largely symbolic, but I think the greater implications will be in the unfortunate event that we have a national security issue, that our National Guard won't be able to respond properly because they, like our law enforcement personnel, are stretched very thinly at the moment.
We reached out to the other 3 members of Congress who represent Central Indiana. So far, they have not gotten back to us. NBC Nightly News with Tom Yamas will have more coverage for you on this decision to send National Guard troops to Chicago. That's tonight at 6:30. Angela, beautiful day around Central Indiana.
It sure was, Scott, and warm too. Highs again in the 80s and a couple of degrees warmer from this time yesterday. All in the low to mid 80s right now, with the only exception Connorsville down to 79. We're holding on to 82 in Bainbridge, 83 in downtown, 85 Brown County, and 82 degrees in Crawfordsville. Upper 70s, low 80s through sunset. That sunset happens about a quarter after 8 this evening. So if you've been inside all day, you still have some time to enjoy the warmth. Good part of tomorrow is dry and warm again. We're back into the low to mid 80s with a rain chance late in the day. This time tomorrow on Future Track 13, you can see that weather system arriving. Rain chances for most of us between 4 p.m. and 4 a.m. So Wednesday night into early Thursday.
Angela, thanks so much. An Indianapolis nonprofit says programs that benefit 55,000 people in our area are at risk tonight. Under the president's funding bill, federal dollars for nutrition education will end on October 1st.
What does that mean? Well, Jenna Webster explains the impact that this could have at a time when our food banks now are seeing more of a need for more help.
The last 6 months or so, Hunger Inc. has seen the need for its food pantry really increase. It's actually saying it's close to double the number of people it's serving a day, going from about 30 to 50 to 60. Hunger Inc. is part of the Community Compass app, which helps people find food pantries or places where SNAP or WIC benefits are accepted. Indie Hunger Network developed that app. It's funded through federal SNAP Ed dollars, which also fund Indie Hunger Network's programs that teach people who qualify for SNAP about nutrition. That funding ends October 1st, part of larger changes made to SNAP under the Big Beautiful Bill. Indie Hunger Network is now looking to fill that 40% of its budget.
That education is vital, and we are going to not stop doing our SNAP Ed programs right now. We are continuing on. We have, we'll say prayers, and we'll do anything that we need to try and keep that funding up, because that's how important we think these programs are.
For Indie Hunger Network, until they secure that funding, it's really going to be a question every 6 months. What is the future of these educational programs? In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
We're also working to learn more about the impact that these federal cuts would have to Purdue University's Extension Service. It provides nutrition education in almost all of the 92 counties across Indiana.